Welcome to America Who Died Today. Here, we remember the stars who left their mark on show business and culture. Don't forget to watch the videos till the end to catch all the interesting facts about their lives and careers, and leave your comments. We value your thoughts. Let's celebrate those who may be gone but will always remain in our hearts. Michael Emmett Walsh, commonly recognized as Emmett Walsh, was a prolific and versatile character actor whose career spanned over 5 decades. Born on March 22, 1935, in Ogdensburg, New York, Walsh's upbringing in Swanton, Vermont, and his experiences as the son of a customs agent influenced his grounded, everyman persona that became his hallmark in Hollywood. Despite suffering partial deafness due to a childhood surgery, Walsh found his calling in acting, honing his craft first on the stage and then on screen. After graduating from Clarkson University with a degree in business administration in 1958, Walsh moved to New York City to pursue acting. His early years were spent in regional theater, and he made his Broadway debut in 1969 in Does a Tiger Wear a Necktie, alongside Al Pacino. His transition to film and television brought him his first notable roles in the late 1960s and early 1970s, including Midnight Cowboy, 1969, Little Big Man, 1970, and Serpico, 1973. Walsh's breakthrough came with the cult classic Slap Shot, 1977, where his portrayal of Dickie Dunn, a small-town sportswriter, showcased his talent for blending humor with authenticity. This was followed by standout roles in Straight Time, 1978, opposite Dustin Hoffman in the comedy The Jerk, 1979, where he played a memorable unhinged sniper. His performance in Blade Runner, 1982, as Captain Harry Bryant cemented his reputation as a skilled character actor capable of bringing depth to supporting roles. One of Walsh's most celebrated performances came in the Coen brothers' debut film Blood Simple, 1984, where he played the corrupt and menacing private detective Loren Visser. This role earned him the Independent Spirit Award for Best Male Lead, marking a rare instance where his talent was recognized in a leading capacity. Critics lauded his ability to infuse his character with both humor and menace, making him an unforgettable presence in the film. Walsh's extensive filmography included over 200 films, ranging from dramas like Ordinary People, 1980, and Silkwood, 1983, to comedies such as Fletch, 1985, and My Best Friend's Wedding, 1997. His versatility extended to animated works, including voicing Earl Stutz in The Iron Giant, 1999. His television appearances were equally numerous, with roles in shows like Home Improvement, NYPD Blue, and The X-Files. Despite his prolific career, Walsh often downplayed his success, stating he approached each role as if it were his last. This work ethic and humility earned him admiration from peers and critics alike. Roger Ebert famously formulated the Stanton-Walsh rule, which posited that any film featuring Walsh or Harry Dean Stanton couldn't be entirely bad, a testament to the quality Walsh brought to every project. Beyond his acting, Walsh was known for his generosity and sense of humor. He frequently distributed $2 bills to crew members on set, advising them to save the bills as good luck charms. In 2018, he was honored with induction into the Character Actor Hall of Fame and received a Lifetime Achievement Award from his Blade Runner co-star Harrison Ford. Walsh passed away on March 19, 2024, just days before his 89th birthday, due to cardiac arrest. He left behind a legacy of memorable performances that spanned genres and decades, earning him a place as one of Hollywood's most respected character actors. Dabney Wharton Coleman, born on January 3, 1932, in Austin, Texas, was a distinguished American actor who carved out a successful career, primarily known for his portrayal of egomaniacal, unlikable characters in comedic roles. He appeared in over 175 films and television shows, contributing significantly to the entertainment world with his memorable performances. His career spanned several decades, during which he received critical acclaim for both his comedic and dramatic work, earning accolades including a Primetime Emmy Award and a Golden Globe Award. Coleman's career was marked by iconic roles in both films and television series, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Dabney Coleman was the youngest of 4 children, born to Randolph and Mary Johns Coleman. His father tragically passed away when Dabney was only 4 years old, leaving his mother to raise him and his siblings in Corpus Christi, Texas. During his high school years, Coleman excelled in sports, particularly tennis, where he gained national recognition as a junior player. After high school, he spent 2 years at Virginia Military Institute before transferring to the University of Texas at Austin. While at university, Coleman was not particularly focused on academics, famously admitting that he spent more time playing ping pong and socializing than studying. His academic performance reflected this, and he did not complete many courses. In 1953, Coleman was drafted into the United States Army, where he served for 2 years in West Germany. There, he became involved in the Army's Special Services Division, participating in tennis events across Europe. This period marked a turning point in his life, as it was during his time in the military that he realized his passion for acting. After his discharge, Coleman decided to pursue a career in the arts and moved to New York City, where he enrolled at the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater. Under the mentorship of acting teacher Sanford Meisner, Coleman honed his craft and was encouraged by Meisner, who famously said, "You're ideal for us. You've lived some." Coleman's acting career began on the stage, making his Broadway debut in the short-lived production A Call on Cupid in 1961. He continued his early career with summer stock performances before transitioning to television in the early 1960s. His first TV appearance came in 1961 on the show Naked City, where he earned just $90 for the role. By 1965, Coleman had landed his first film role in The Slender Thread, which was directed by his former teacher, Sidney Pollack. This collaboration with Pollack would prove significant in Coleman's career, as Pollack would later direct him in other notable films, such as Tootsie. As his career progressed, Coleman took on various roles in television and film. He appeared in several notable projects, including That Girl, 1966, and The Towering Inferno, 1974, where he portrayed a high-ranking fire chief. His breakthrough role, however, came in 1976 when he joined the cast of the satirical soap opera Mary Hartman. Coleman's portrayal of the duplicitous Merle Jeter earned him widespread recognition, and he was soon seen as a versatile actor capable of playing unsavory characters with comedic flair. Coleman's rise to fame truly took off in the 1980s, with his performance as Franklin Hart Jr. in the hit film 9 to 5, 1980. Playing the sexist, egotistical boss who is the target of revenge by 3 female employees, Coleman's portrayal of Hart cemented his status as a skilled comedic actor. His role in 9 to 5 became one of his most iconic, with his portrayal of a man who embodies every negative stereotype of a workplace boss becoming a cultural touchstone. Following 9 to 5, Coleman continued to take on roles that highlighted his ability to play arrogant and selfish characters. He starred in Tootsie, 1982, playing a soap opera director with a similar lack of regard for others. He also appeared in The Muppets Take Manhattan, 1984, as a Broadway producer and portrayed a military scientist in WarGames, 1983. In Cloak and Dagger, 1984, he played a dual role as both a loving father and his son's imaginary hero, showing his range as an actor. Though often cast in comedic roles, Coleman also demonstrated his dramatic chops. In On Golden Pond, 1981, he played a sympathetic character opposite Jane Fonda. He also appeared in WarGames, 1983, a film about the dangers of computer hacking, in which he portrayed a military computer scientist. These roles helped to diversify his portfolio and establish him as a versatile actor. In addition to his film career, Coleman found success in television. He starred in the sitcom Buffalo Bill, 1983 to 1984, where he portrayed a self-centered TV host, a role that earned him an Emmy Award nomination. He also appeared in the Slap Maxwell Story, 1987 to 1988, playing a cantankerous sportswriter. For this role, Coleman won a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. Despite critical acclaim, many of Coleman's television shows were short-lived, with low ratings leading to their cancellation. However, Coleman's talent continued to be recognized, and he received additional awards, including an Emmy Award for his performance in the television film Sworn to Silence, 1987. His later television work included a role in the drama series The Guardian, 2001 to 2004, where he portrayed Burton Fallon, a lawyer. In the 2000s, Coleman began to take on more dramatic roles. He appeared in Boardwalk Empire, 2010 to 2011, playing the role of Louis, the Commodore, Kastner. He also made guest appearances on the hit series Yellowstone, 2019, in what would become his final acting role. Coleman's voice acting career also flourished in the late 1990s. From 1997 to 2001, he provided the voice for Principal Peter Prickly on the animated series Recess. His distinctive voice made him a natural for animation, and he continued to lend his talents to various animated projects. Throughout his career, Coleman received numerous accolades, including a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2014 and the Mary Pickford Award for his contributions to the entertainment industry in 2017. His distinctive persona, marked by his dry wit and ability to play unsympathetic characters with charm, made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. Coleman was married twice, first to Ann Courtney Harrell and later to actress Jean Hale, with whom he had 4 children. He was an avid tennis player and enjoyed playing in celebrity and charity tournaments. He was known to be a regular at Dan Tana's restaurant in West Hollywood, where a large steak is named in his honor. In his later years, Coleman faced health challenges, including a battle with throat cancer, which affected his ability to speak. Despite this, he continued to work and remained active in the industry, appearing in interviews and contributing to documentaries about the craft of acting. Dabney Coleman passed away on May 16, 2024, at the age of 92. He died of cardiac arrest, which was brought on by dysphagia and heart failure, at his home in Santa Monica, California. His death marked the end of a distinguished career that spanned over 6 decades, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances that continue to entertain audiences today. Coleman's impact on both comedy and drama remains significant. His ability to play complex, flawed characters with humor and humanity made him a standout talent in Hollywood. His work, both on screen and as a voice actor, has left a lasting mark on the entertainment industry. Eleanor Jessie Coppola, née Neil, May 4, 1936 to April 12, 2024, was a prominent American documentary filmmaker, screenwriter, and artist best known for her work on behind-the-scenes documentaries chronicling the filmmaking process, particularly within her own family. As the wife of acclaimed director Francis Ford Coppola, she played a pivotal role in documenting the challenges of his iconic films, including Apocalypse Now and The Godfather. Throughout her career, Eleanor captured the personal and emotional toll that filmmaking takes on the people involved, creating a unique body of work that blends family, film, and personal history. Eleanor was born Eleanor Jessie Neal in Los Angeles, California, on May 4, 1936. She was raised in Sunset Beach, California, by her mother, Delphine Neal, after her father, a political cartoonist for the Los Angeles Examiner, passed away when she was just 10 years old. Eleanor had 2 brothers, one of whom, Bill, became a well-known visual effects artist. She graduated from UCLA with a degree in applied design and was an active member of the Alpha Chi Omega sorority. In 1963, Eleanor met Francis Ford Coppola while working as an assistant art director on Dementia 13, Coppola's directorial debut. Their relationship developed quickly, and Eleanor discovered she was pregnant with their first child soon after they began dating. Despite considering adoption at first, Eleanor and Francis married in Las Vegas on February 2, 1963, and their son, Giancarlo Coppola, was born soon after. The couple went on to have 2 more children, Roman and Sofia Coppola, both of whom would later become successful filmmakers in their own right. Eleanor's documentary career began in earnest when she joined her husband on the set of his films, often capturing behind-the-scenes moments that would later form the basis for several of her notable documentaries. One of her most significant contributions to cinema was her 1991 documentary Hearts of Darkness, A Filmmaker's Apocalypse, which she co-directed with Fax Barr and George Hickenlooper. This documentary focused on the tumultuous production of Apocalypse Now, showing the immense stress, financial struggles, and personal challenges faced by the cast and crew, including the emotional breakdown of lead actor Martin Sheen and the difficulties that beset Francis Ford Coppola during the film's making. Hearts of Darkness won several awards, including an Emmy for Outstanding Individual Achievement in Informational Programming, and was nominated for a Directors Guild of America Documentary Award. In addition to Hearts of Darkness, Eleanor Coppola directed several other documentaries that offered a glimpse into the making of films by her family. These include the making of The Virgin Suicides, 1998, which chronicled the production of her daughter Sofia Coppola's debut feature film, and the making of Marie Antoinette, 2007, a documentary about Sofia's second feature film. Eleanor's work as a director, cinematographer, and writer allowed her to capture not just the technical aspects of filmmaking but also the emotional and personal struggles that accompanied it. While Eleanor was best known for her documentaries, she also ventured into feature filmmaking. Her directorial debut came with the 2016 romantic comedy Paris Can Wait, starring Diane Lane and Arnaud Viard. The film, which followed a woman's journey through the French countryside with a charming Frenchman, premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival. In 2020, Eleanor released her second feature film, Love is Love is Love, an anthology of love stories centered around 3 different couples. In addition to her work as a filmmaker, Eleanor Coppola wrote 2 memoirs. Her first book, Notes on the Making of Apocalypse Now, was published in 1979 and chronicled the chaotic production of her husband's epic film. It provided an intimate, behind-the-scenes look at the difficulties of making Apocalypse Now, including the struggles with the studio, the health of the cast and crew, and the production's near collapse. Her second memoir, Notes on a Life, was released later in her career and reflected on the personal events of her life over a span of 30 years. The book was a meditation on family, loss, and the challenges of balancing her personal and professional lives. The death of her son, Giancarlo Coppola, in a tragic accident at the age of 22 was a central theme of the book, with Eleanor reflecting on how this event affected her life and her family. Eleanor Coppola passed away on April 12, 2024, in Rutherford, California, at the age of 87. She had been diagnosed with thymoma in 2010, a form of cancer, and chose not to undergo chemotherapy, a decision she made based on her desire to continue living life on her own terms. In an interview, her husband, Francis Ford Coppola, shared that Eleanor's decision was a reflection of her strong will and determination to make her own choices, which extended throughout her life and career. Eleanor Coppola's filmography spans several decades, with her contributions ranging from documentaries to feature films. Some of her key works include Dementia 13, 1962, Assistant Art Director. Hearts of Darkness, A Filmmaker's Apocalypse, 1991, Director. The Making of The Virgin Suicides, 1998, Director. Paris Can Wait, 2016, Director, Writer. Love is Love is Love, 2020, Director, Writer. Through her work, Eleanor Coppola made an indelible mark on both the documentary filmmaking world and the film industry as a whole, capturing the personal and professional struggles behind the films of her family and offering a unique perspective on the challenges of making art. Her legacy continues through the films she created and the impact she had on the way we understand the process of filmmaking. Thank you for watching this video. May the memory of these outstanding people continue to inspire us all. We cannot change the course of time, but we can keep in mind their contribution and significance. If this video has affected you or you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. Let's continue to share their stories and keep the memory of them together. See you soon, and remember that those we love never leave without a trace.